So recently on my fragrance TikTok, I did a giveaway because I was gifted some samples from this fragrance company, I suppose. I was gifted some samples and then they gave me some extra and they said, you can feel free to give this to anybody who you think might enjoy it. And I decided to give back to the community, but only thing is, it took me forever to ship it out because I kept fucking up my money trying to trade options and stuff like that, right? Trying to keep up with my other bills. But now, it's finally time to take care of that because, bro, I've been slacking. So here we are at the UPS. I don't know if I'll take the camera in with me, but I have to go get myself a bubble mailer, put this stuff in, and then ship it out. Also, we're expecting some samples to come in today from Fragrance Enthusiast. I do have to go check the mail, see if we got those. But yeah, let's go. All right, man. Okay, so today's one of those days we're running errands for my mom and gonna be going with my dad. He's got, I think, a drug test for one of his jobs or projects soon. So we have to go all the way over to Modesto. So I'm like, okay, I'll kind of come along with you. He's like, yeah, you could shoot some content and this and I was like, fuck am I gonna shoot in Modesto? In Modesto? Let's be real. At the same time, like, yo, I get to spend time with my dad, so why not? But yeah, man, we're at the ATM, about to get some cash from my mom real quick and we'll head on back home and then on the way to Modesto. All right, we picked up the cash. We're getting our windows cleaned, so that's kind of what the cash is for. But now on the way to go pick up my dad and scared me. But yeah, now on the way to go grab my dad and we'll head on over to Modesto. Let's see what Modesto has in store for us today. Yo, okay, so we finally went. Why do I say finally? I don't know. It's not like I was long expecting this event. But yeah, so my dad and I went to Modesto. He got his like drug test or blood test done, whatever it was, right? But on the drive there, man, we was able to chop it up. And most of the conversation, I probably should have recorded this while I was waiting for him getting his test done, but you know, whatever, we'll just do it like this, right? As we were driving, we just had like a conversation and like somehow it just kind of went towards like, I don't know, man. He just kind of, oh yeah, the conversation started with him asking about, did I stream last night, right? I said, yeah, I did stream last night and I had to make a video too. I was too tired, but I still did it, right? And then we talked about a whole bunch of stuff, man. And long story short, he understands why I am the way I am, and like looking back, he's like, yeah, like we didn't get it, but like now I do, you know? And it feels so refreshing to hear that from my dad, bro, because bro, growing up, all you ever wanted was to like fight for your parents' approval and like fit in, and like you wanted everything to have like a certain balance, you know, but it just didn't. At least in retrospect, them kind of understanding, you know, everything takes time, man. Like shit's not just gonna happen right then and there, but I felt like whatever happened needed to happen, you know? Like I needed to go through that like rebellious phase and just me fucking up in life and like going towards videography and fashion and arts, all that kind of stuff, right? While my sister got to do the doctor stuff, you know, I was telling them, I was like, bro, people expect us to be doctors, lawyers, engineers, right? And my whole life it was like, so the conversation went like this, man. My dad said, oh, so you stream and you vlog outside? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, I never see you do. I was like, well, that's because you guys are always inside, you know? He said, well, how come whenever we have guests over or anything, you never talk to them? I'm like, the difference is when we have guests over, they're generally of the same ethnicity, right? And it's instilled in their mind that, okay, are your kids a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, you know? And I'm none of that, so it's kind of embarrassing to show my face in front of these people, right? Low-key, yeah, I'm sorry if it makes you guys look bad that, you know, I'm not even properly talking to these people, but I feel like I'm an embarrassment to you guys anyways. That's what I was brought up to believe about myself, man. If you aren't a doctor, lawyer, engineer, you're kind of a failure. So it's like, why would I want to show my face and embarrass my parents in front of guests too? So that's kind of the mindset, and I was just being honest with them about that. And then he just like, well, that's gonna be like that with anybody. Yeah, the conversation kind of shifted towards me doing what I do, and he understands it. And I was telling him like, dad, like growing up, like made fun of a lot for how we dress or like how we look, or just, bro, just me having hairy arms and stuff like that. You got made fun of for anything. And I'm not saying I was the only one who got made fun of. I'm sure kids of all different ethnicities got made fun of and bullied too, but I'm just speaking on my experience and saying how that shaped me. So we kind of had like, I guess like a lot of catching up that was done on that drive. So it was a really chill talk, and then we were able to kind of talk about like, you don't want me to feel like I'm trapped over here, you know? Because I feel like I understand in Indian culture, family means a lot, like want to be around for them and vice versa, right? But especially me in the creative field, I need to be around other creative people. I need opportunities like that. That's like easier to happen if you're in the city, not like living in a suburban town, you know? And I'm glad they're finally kind of understanding what my passions and interests are and the fact that I've laid a foundation. Now they're a bit more like, fuck, okay, you know what you're doing, so like we're a lot more supportive about it. Life's changed, man. Compared to back then, it's like I have something to show for. So now it's just a matter of keeping it up. But we had a whole conversation about me moving to LA because he was suggesting places about where I would like to move to or where I'd like to live. We were driving through Modesto. I'm like, damn, this place is depressing as fuck. He's like, Texas will probably be boring for you too then, huh? I was like, I don't know. I know people out in Texas. I don't know if it's as creative over there. I think it's a lot more other fields. So we just kind of threw out like New York, which I've always been interested in. But he also threw out LA. And LA was never my kind of place. Or like, obviously, when we first moved to America, it was around Torrance. like that area, right? So I felt like I've had that peace already. I don't know, maybe life's telling me like, let's go back home. Maybe that's kind of the next move, man. Because like I remember last year when I went for my birthday around this same time, actually around this same time last year, I was in LA. I was in a hostel having a panic attack, and the maid over there, she barely spoke English, but she was telling me how I reminded her of her son. She gave me some tablets to help me calm down from my like throwing up and nausea. I made a new friend at the time, and life's changed a lot since that 1 year, bro. I have like at least a little bit of a following on my TikTok. I'm streaming now on my Twitch, vlogging now. You know, a lot has changed since this year, because these are all things I've wanted to do a year ago, but I wasn't fully consistent with. But now, like, that's done. What if everything I've been talking about now comes true in the next year? I'm pretty like excited about that, if I'm really being honest, yo. Kind of looking forward to that, man. Yeah, we'll see. Like, my dad's on board about me kind of just moving away now, so I don't have to feel so guilty. He was also talking about, okay, I expect you to get married sometime soon, and like whoop-de-woo, right? Yeah, it's hella funny, bro. He said that, and then I was like, yeah. But we'll see, like, in due time, man. Like, right now I'm just focused on getting all of this stuff like situated the way I want to. Because imagine I have a relationship, I don't think it would be as comfortable as me, like my partner, I don't think she'd be as comfortable with me having the camera around all the time, right? Like, I want to just enjoy doing this for a little bit and then find a little balance down the line. But see, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just thinking about making my content and keeping this up, because I'm not even where I want to be yet. It's still a long way to go. Yeah, man, I had a great conversation with my dad today. Yeah, that's that, I suppose. Next moves, just keep up with my content, stack up, because one thing is I have a really bad relationship with money anyway, so now I just need to make sure I stack up, and then soon enough, maybe LA or wherever the world calls me. A year or two ago, I said I want to move to Paris when I was with my ex. Not with her, I just said I want to move to Paris, pursue learning perfume or something like that, right? But now I just know I'm gonna stop taking control of the stuff. I'm gonna just let God take the wheel, if you will. I'm gonna let the universe take control, God steer me. So I'm gonna just like go wherever the world takes me, bro. But all I know is I'm gonna just have to keep on living every single day. All I know is I'm gonna have to take every day step by step. I'm not good at the motivational stuff sometimes, right? Whatever the quotes are, I'm sure you get it. Don't think too much, just be present. That's kind of my goal going forward. It's okay to dream and think about the future, you know? It's okay. Time isn't real. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like time really isn't real. Okay, I don't know what else to really say, but that was kind of the day, man. I think this might just be the vlog. I might chop out the other stuff, who knows. Okay, rest of the day today, man, I'm gonna make sure I have to at least make 1 or 2 TikTok videos. Am I gonna stream on Twitch tonight? Probably not, because I've been tired working with my dad in the mornings, taking care of stuff like that, right? And I just want a little bit of personal time, so the TikTok videos are gonna take some time just to work on and edit anyways. Tomorrow's Friday, so tomorrow, we'll see. I might vlog something tomorrow. I have the whole day, not the whole day. Tomorrow I have work, and after that, I'll have the evening to myself, so